Today is April 16th, 2016, and these are your Sarno Class Weekly News Updates. Hello everyone, I hope that you had an amazing 2 weeks off for your spring break. I loved hearing about all the adventures that you went on through your child's writing this week, and I hope that they are just as excited to be back at school now as we finish out the year. Okay, let's jump into this week's announcements and reminders. First, we are requesting pictures, if you happen to have any, from the school year of your child doing school activities or anything related to PRE. I will send a reminder email that is from Mrs. Carty. She's a second grade teacher at Promise Road, and she is the one coordinating this for the end of the year picnic for the 5th grade farewell. The next thing we have is we are in need of volunteers for the Panther Palooza night. Please refer to the sheet that I sent home with your child this week, or the Panther Press, or contacting the PTO if you are interested in helping make that a special night for our kids on May 14th. Okay, and if you are not aware, we are moving into our second half of I-STEP testing next week. Just a reminder, make sure your child is eating a healthy breakfast and that they are sleeping and that they are ready to go so that they can do their best on their testing. I wanted to make you aware of the days and the times that we will be testing. Next week, we will be starting at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The week after, we will still be testing at 9, and we will test Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, and the last reminder / announcement I'm going to make is we are once again out of Kleenexes. If you feel led to donate to our classroom, we would greatly appreciate it, as I know a lot of my students have allergies and we're moving into the springtime. It would be great to have Kleenexes in our room. All right, let's talk about this week in class. In literacy, we dove into a new novel this week. We are reading Tuck Everlasting, and we're going to dive more into the figurative language that Natalie Babbitt uses in this novel. Students, here's your first question. What did we find out at the end of chapter 2 that makes us believe that the title, Tuck Everlasting, really makes a lot of sense? Okay, and in math, we are in Unit 11 in our everyday math about conversions and a little bit more volume. We are going to start moving into Unit 12 as well. Students, I want you to tell your parents about the Kingdom of Gallon and how that helps you know how to do your conversions. Okay, in writing, we have moved into our memoir unit. This is a really fun unit. I'm so glad that I get to teach it. Students, I want you to tell your parents about which mentor text that we read this week that you enjoyed the most. Was it 11 or was it Quietly Suffering? And tell them why you liked that one so much. And finally, in our PBL / science now, we are moving into the prosthetics unit. This week we watched a video, or rather a film, called Dolphin Tale, where our students got to get a little background information on what prosthetics are and learn about this amazing, inspiring story about a dolphin who had a prosthetic tail. And we also started to learn about the skeletal system and the muscular system. Now, we are going to take a break on prosthetics next week because we are implementing a Project Lead the Way unit for the next few days next week on robotics, and I'm so excited. There's been another 5th grade class who just completed it last week, and they loved it, so I feel like my students are going to love it just as much, and I cannot wait. But going back to prosthetics, students, I want you to try and name the 3 kinds of muscles that we learned about last week. What were those 3 kinds called? Okay, that is the end of our announcements this week. Feel free to email And feel free to check the Panther Press with any more updates that you might need. Thanks everyone, have a great weekend.